Hey guys, and welcome to my little corner on the internet where I cover all things in relation to lifestyle, faith, medicine and writing. In today's video, which is the first video in my Christian Girly series, I am going to share how I study the Bible. So with this video, I will be splitting it into 4 key steps which are to prepare physically, spiritually, to read, and then to study the word. I'll try to keep this video short and sweet, so let's get right into it. When it comes to Bible translations, there are so many different translations to choose from. I personally tend to read NKJV or KJV, but I also recommend ESV and NASB for literal and easy to read translations. For those who are digital Bible lovers, I recommend the YouVersion Bible app. It literally has so many components. For instance, you can highlight, make notes, join Bible plans, and share Bible verses to friends. You can also read the Bible in many different languages and translations and listen to it via audio tracks. For the physical Bible lovers, I personally annotate my Bible with highlighters and pencils. I like to keep things simple, so I stick with 3 colors throughout my Bible. I use 1 color for my favorite verses, the 2nd color for key information and doctrine such as John 14:6, and the 3rd color for verses I can apply to my life such as Matthew 5:16. Listening to music before studying the word is optional, but I personally like to listen to 1, 2, 3 songs to help me clear my mind and help me focus on God. Once I'm ready, I pray before I start reading the word. If you are unsure of what to say, try this short, simple prayer. Dear Lord, open my heart as I read your word and allow my mind to understand and apply your teachings to my life. Now, this is the fun part, reading. Depending on how I'm feeling, I will either read the word directly or listen to it via an audio track. It is also important, in my opinion, to go about reading in a very efficient way. Let me try and explain. Firstly, it will be good to know what book you want to read. I recommend starting with Genesis as it gives you an understanding of so much of humanity's history, as well as the 4 gospel accounts which tell you about the life of Jesus, but also it teaches you how to be a good Christian. Once you know what book you want to read, I then use a website called Precept Austin, which provides a visual image that separates the biblical book into key parts. For example, in the image, Genesis is separated into the creation story, the fall of man, the flood, etc. So what I would do is read the chapters and verses within the creation story and study the portion before moving on to the next segment. When it comes to studying the Bible, I recommend following an acronym. There are actually several acronyms already online and on different websites. I personally use my own acronym, which isn't as cool sounding as the other 2, but it's more personal in regards to what I want to accomplish when I study the word. It is called SIAC, which stands for Context, Interpretation, Application, and Key Verses. So when I study the context of, let's say, the creation story, I want to understand what happened. So I reiterate the story in a summary and I identify the key characters. I then try interpret anything that is ambiguous within the story. This will involve me firstly looking into the Hebrew or Greek to get a further understanding of the text. For the application section, this is where I see what key messages I could take from the story, and I also write out how I could apply and implement them into my life. Lastly, key verses is where I write my favorite verses from the story with the goal of memorizing them for future use. Based on the goals you have for studying the word, I recommend choosing what acronym you follow based on that. And that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever your reasons are, may God bless, protect, and guide you all on your Bible reading journey. If you guys need any further assistance or any tips, feel free to contact me on my Instagram. I will try and respond as best as I can. See you guys in the next video.